know I'm a little bit early, but she got up early today, so she's napping early. And look, I ordered by accident the small bottles. You know how much that pisses me off? I'm going to drink them fast, right? I mean, this is what? 20 ounces. These are 33.8 ounces. I don't love that, but it's a variety pack, so I'll live with it. Just annoys me. Anyways, I've been drinking so much seltzer lately. Right, here we go. First person here is Inez Love. Listen to your intuition. Your intuition may be telling you that something has run its course or that it's time to move forward with your life. It looks like you have new opportunities coming in out of the blue, but you might have to turn your back and walk away from something that's not working for you. If you do, the world is at your feet and you have some new energy coming in. Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You might even have some choices. It looks like moving forward into the spring, you could be starting a new journey with somebody new. Takira, General Love. Love life starts to move forward and you're ready, willing, and able and prepared. As it starts to happen, you feel like life has gone back into balance. Success comes in around love and you're moving forward, no longer feeling stuck in the mud. The weight of the world is no longer on your back and fresh, clean energy is coming in around you, being guided by the divine. If you're not with anyone right now, a Taurus comes in. If you are with someone right now, your current relationship is moving forward and it has long-term potential around it. You have the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. So if you feel like stuck and you feel like things aren't going anywhere, put out into the universe exactly what you want more of, because your wish is going to come true. Spiritual. Is this new person going to last in a relationship? Is there long-term potential around this relationship with M? It has long-term potential, yeah. I'm not going to say it's going to last forever, but it does have long-term potential to be a significant relationship. Ronnie, this week is vacation. Oh, that's excellent. Okay, what's going on this week? That fire sign may be showing up with a song and a dance and some kind of crap. Maybe putting in some hard work. Things could change for the better for you quickly, and you do have a wish. There's also an Aquarius that's around you that may be of significance, also a Virgo, and the sun is coming out this week, which means you've got happiness coming in and your life is moving forward. You should have a good week. It should be a nice week. Empress, current energy in Melina and Wasim's relationship. Timing isn't good. The timing isn't good and the relationship is burdened. There's stress around it. The energy is stressful. Empress, Melina's current feelings towards my brother. The energy is good, Empress, and celebration. So it would be like love, money, abundance, fertility. Celebration comes in, feeling like the world is at her feet. The energy towards him is good. Yeah, you do need it. This vacation will serve you well. Empress. Will the thing my brother has planned with Melina work out better in the month of March or towards the end of the year? Okay, month of March. End of the year. March doesn't come up strong enough. It's too low, only 33%. End of the year comes up 70%. Leslie, will Emmy ready to move forward with me when he returns? Yes, he will. Yep. Beautiful one, love. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children right now. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. Growth and change comes in around your love life. If you're not with anyone right now, you've got a Scorpio that comes in. You've got a wish, cause for celebration, no longer holding yourself back. Somebody in front of you right now has an interest in you and you haven't taken notice of them yet. Could be an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. There's also a Sagittarius here and you're being guided by the divine. So if you haven't been involved with anybody, you're going to have some choices moving forward. If you are involved with somebody, it looks like the relationship's on the right path. I'm in the connection with Omron. Is he suitable? He's very clingy, though. Oh. Is he suitable? Yeah, he has potential. But you know what? If you don't think that if he's too clingy, then okay. Was the synchronized song in numbers a message? No. You know, I have a hard time with these messages because people all the time say things like, you know, I saw his birthday or I heard his name or, you know, all this, but nothing happens. So what kind of a message is it? You know what I mean? Like, no, I think that sometimes we look too hard to find messages and things like we live in a crazy world, especially if it's music that's on all the time. Like here's another example. Ashira Star Goddess, I watch her all the time. Now, she's got this theory. I don't know if I believe it, but I like her and I listen to it, that she thinks that Joe Biden is really Michael Jackson. I don't know the whole story behind it. I've only caught bits and pieces of it. Anyway, since I watched her video or was watching that, every time I get in the car, Michael Jackson song comes on. Is that a sign that it's right, that he really is Michael Jackson? I don't believe that. I don't believe it. I'm not saying, you know, like, she's got a lot of theories that I don't always agree with, but it doesn't mean that she's wrong. But I don't believe that because I watched the video and then Michael Jackson's on the radio that that's a sign that she's telling me the truth. That theory just doesn't resonate with me. I know there's a lot of conspiracy theories out there, but for me, I really need concrete proof before I can believe something, because I've just had belief in so many things in the past that never happened. It just never happened. So it's got to be like right in front of my face for me to believe that something is a sign, and then something significant has to follow next. And all of these numbers, everybody sees these numbers all the time. I mean, you've got the opportunity every hour to see the three numbers at 11:11, at 12:12, at 1:11, at 2:22. It's not really that uncommon to see those numbers. So, and for me personally, I need to stay grounded, because otherwise I feel like you wind up talking yourself into something that's not true, and it is so devastating when it doesn't happen that I would rather not believe in that kind of, because it, to me, a lot of it just seems hokey pokey. Anyway. Karina, will I get pregnant soon? Yeah, if you're trying and you guys are at the point where you're ready to have a child, it could be like within the next 3 months. New me. Should I let C reschedule my hair appointment? Should I let C reschedule my hair appointment? Does she think Kamala Harris is Janet? No, she thinks that Joe Biden's wife is Whitney Houston. That's what it is. I don't know who she said Kamala. I don't think she said, or I didn't see the video. Yeah, she thinks that his wife is Whitney Houston. I mean, maybe look. Sometimes the craziest things are true. I don't know. It doesn't resonate with me. I don't believe it. But like I said, if I watch the video, and every time I get in the car, I'm like, oh, it's so funny. There's a Michael Jackson song on. Every time. And I don't drive that much now. Okay, should I let C reschedule my hair appointment? I get a 70% chance yes. Yeah, I would let her reschedule. I mean, maybe I missed, I mean, I haven't, her videos are like hours and hours long. I don't usually tune in for the whole thing just because I don't have the time. But I like the things that she says. And a lot of this stuff, I think, you know, about putting yourself first and making sure that you're prepared for things and you never know what's coming. Like the decoding stuff that she does, I don't understand what it means. Like I understand what she's doing, but I don't understand what it's supposed to tell us. Anyhow, unless I've missed something, that was the last she was talking about. And there are crazy things. I mean, what about the whole Elvis is alive? There are people that I know that believe Elvis is alive. I don't believe he is. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm cynical, but I don't believe he's alive. I just don't. I mean, first of all, the end of his life was so rough on him. I mean, I do think that there's a lot of shit that we don't know. I think there's a lot of stuff going on that we don't see and we never will see, and we won't know the whole truth of certain things. Like, I believe that. But I don't know, it's hard for me to wrap my brain around that theory. Jay, what will happen when I show at the FedEx Hub on Tuesday of next week? Things could move forward. You may have to go for a couple of different interviews, and there may even be some kind of test or something that they give you, but you have a lot of strength that you pull through and you could get that job. Cinnamon, have you watched those videos about that? She recently did one about the girl with the Gorilla Glue, that she put the Gorilla Glue in her hair. I didn't get a chance to watch that video yet. She said that that was something, there was some sort of something behind that. Anyhow, Martha, what did Natasha want to tell me about W? What did Natasha want to tell me about W? I don't know exactly, but there's a couple of things that come up. First of all, there's something either around his work. I don't know how you know this person, but the Eight of Pentacles is something that's going on either around his work or his school. He's got, you're going to be happy about whatever it is that she's going to tell you, because you got cause for celebration coming in. It has something to do with either him being smart and creative, or the two of you having some, or her, I don't know who W is, or the two of you having some sort of a connection with this could be a creative project, and this could be school. Whatever it is that she tells you about this person, it's going to make you very happy. And you're not going to hold yourself back. There may be an opportunity with this person, and you don't hold back. You go for it. New me. Well, I like the results of C doing my hair. Well, I like the results of C doing my hair. Yes, you should. 70% chance, yes. Page of Wands. She may want to do something that's a little bit adventurous for you, or a little bit different, and I think that you're going to like the change. Sarah. Will T message me and ask to meet up soon, or should I wait for him? I wouldn't wait. The energy of waiting makes you wait. Like, you know what I mean? It's going to keep you waiting. If you don't have a problem reaching out to him, I would reach out to him, because it shortens the time. It shortens time and space. You know, if you're in the headset of, well, I'm just going to wait, well, you're going to spend a lot of time waiting. All right, will he reach out to ask me to meet up soon? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You're better off reaching out to him. That's what I would do. Yep. As long as you don't have a problem with that. I don't know when you're going to get married. I can't answer that question. No, but did you know about the Michael Jackson thing? I think that she believes that he's Archangel Michael. Am I right? Like I said, I've only watched pieces of the videos. I mean, listen, I believe that all these people that they have connections, and they do know what's going on. I'm not saying that, but like the Michael Jackson thing, kind of, I have a hard time believing that. Sarah, why is M waiting long to be official? All right, I don't know what the situation is here, but it looks like this person is unready, insecure, and unsure of things. It looks like they need a little bit more time, and there may be something that comes out around the situation that needs to be dealt with before it could become official. Basically, this person is just not ready. Meat suit theory. I didn't hear that one. But whatever I was watching last night, I didn't see the whole thing. I was getting tired. I was falling asleep during it. But she was saying that that we should all be stockpiling. Like making sure that we have everything, like batteries and candles and that kind of stuff. Which that's probably a good thing to have anyway. But seashell case general. You've got success and celebration coming in around walking away from a situation that no longer serves you. Listening to your intuition serves you well. Six of Cups, somebody from your past returns. Knight of Cups, romance takes off. Now, this may be somebody with your past, the Six of Cups, or if you're in a current relationship, your current relationship would be moving along well. Looks like the Four of Cups in reverse, somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. The Love Cup is full. Ace of Cups, and then you may be going back to school or learning a new area of study. Iqbal, Jen, in general. Taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care serves you well. Looks like you get communication from someone you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time. Could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, or you may run into them. You may be doing something a little bit out of the normal adventurous or out of character adventurous. You've got the Four of Pentacles here, so you got a little bit of financial stability coming in. It also looks like out of the clear blue sky, you may run into someone you haven't seen or spoken to in a long time through divine intervention. May put the two of you at the same place at the same time. Oh, I definitely believe that celebrities too and politicians have doubles. I mean, I think that is so easy for them to pull that over us. Like certain people are in different locations, but then you see them elsewhere and it's not really them. But we would never know. We wouldn't know. Yeah, I definitely believe that. I mean, there are people that I know in my life that when I pass them, I'm like, was that so and so? So how would I know if it was really Madonna? I wouldn't know. Where am I? Allison. I think I'm at Allison. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's too far. Martha, love. If you recently feel like you've been treated unfairly by someone, you may cut that person out of your life. You may be making a decision to move past them. The regret around that situation moves into the past pretty quickly if you decide to move forward. Got a Sagittarius coming in and a Virgo, that may be new energy. Long-term potential around both people. If you're not with anyone right now, Taurus, Virgo, and Sagittarius come in, and they all have long-term potential around them. Three of Wands in reverse, you're no longer waiting for your ship to come in, and your love life is moving forward. You have a wish, and love life changes for the better quickly. Anything disappointing or that was disappointing you move away from brings in new opportunities pretty quickly. to Yvette, love. Your love life is also moving forward pretty quickly. You have a Sagittarius and you have an Aquarius around that may be serious. They may be looking for things to change for the better, and they both may be looking for a new beginning. You're moving forward. So anyone that's not giving you what you want, you're going to move right past them. And somebody is going to show up here and give you exactly what you want, put in a lot of effort, and show you a lot of respect. But anyone that doesn't, you're walking away from, which is fine since you have a lot of people here. You have a Cancer, Sagittarius, Aquarius, another water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and there's even a Leo here. So there may be, you may have some choices in the future. That's fine. That's good, though. Have some choices. You don't have to rush into anything. Sepia General. Got some financial stability coming in. You may be going back to school, learning a new area of study, or you could, that even could be on the job training. Listen to your intuition, it's heightened. Life starts to move forward, not feeling so stuck. You've got a Taurus and a Cancer around that may be of significance. You also have the weight of the world is going to slip off your shoulders. Things should be improving and you're prepared for that. Growth, change, and transformation are coming to you as a person. Jay. What are the cards saying regarding this job at FedEx? How much of a chance do I have? My anxiety has been present regarding this. I feel like anxiety just like that's just part of the interviewing process and starting a new job, especially if you haven't done it in a long time. You know, like starting anything. I was talking to a friend of mine who's a yoga teacher, and the kind of person that she is, she comes off as not cocky or arrogant, but she's confident. And like she's a grown woman, right? Like her kids are grown and she's a confident person. And she recently relocated and she's she's been going to a yoga studio wherever it is that she moved to. And she said that they just asked her to, now I think I spoke to her on Wednesday. She's like, they asked me to teach Saturday. She's like, I already have stomach pains. It's just, you know, like that's just part of it. Everyone gets it. I don't think that that's, I actually think that that's kind of good. That nervous energy could be good. Okay, what's the percentage we get the job at FedEx? It's very high. You got 2 aces plus the Emperor. The Emperor is like they would be on your side. They would be rooting for you. They would want you. I think you're going to get it. Don't be nervous. You can't tell someone not to be nervous. Like, that's just how we are. Be nervous, but use that energy for good. Use the nervous energy for good. Sepia, 9 to 5. Should be starting a new journey soon. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, I can exhale. A new job with long-term potential and deep roots shows up that brings in happiness, helps me pay off a bill of debt or a loan, and finally I feel like justice has come back to my life. Money's coming in. You should have, things are changing for the better quickly. You should be getting a new job soon. Jesus, it keeps showing up. It's got to happen. Love, Sepia, love. Maybe feeling a little bit stuck or a little bit let down by love. But there is success coming in around the corner with a soulmate connection. The hard work you've put into your love life is going to come back, and you are moving on to greener pastures. You got the Six of Pentacles. So somebody is going to be putting in enough effort into the relationship where you feel like you're getting out of it what you put into it. Six of Cups. It could be somebody from your past that's returning. You also have an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You have a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and there is a committed relationship on the horizon. So things should be moving forward in love as well. Sepia, me, and Ramel. Well, you've got the Magician and the Death card. The ability to manifest new opportunities around the situation, and growth and transformation comes in. You guys could be doing something a little bit adventurous on the horizon, but it may be your choice. You may be like really annoyed with him. Communication will come in if you haven't spoken to him, but you may be kind of like irritated by him, which I don't blame you, but he's not going to hold himself back. It could be the kind of thing like once you make a decision that you don't even want to talk to him anymore, all of a sudden you can't get rid of him. I don't know where you guys are right now in the situation, but it looks like communication's coming in on the horizon, probably within the next couple of weeks. Sepia, Derek. You got the Emperor in reverse, which means that he's very controlling and manipulating when he wants to be. But the fact is that if you've left, moved on, wherever it is that you are right now, even if you are still living in that house, it doesn't make a difference. You're done with that. You're not going back to it. And he may realize that you've lost all kinds of interest and you don't give a shit about him anymore. And he may realize that nothing is going to change. At some point, he's going to be extremely sorry for the way that he treated you, but that hasn't hit him yet. His life's going to crumble first if it hasn't already. He's got a lot of things happening around him that he feels like he's been treated unfairly. What a nut. For him to think he's been treated unfairly, but not by you, but just by life in general, he's done this all to himself. He may feel too, this could be mutual, that the two of you feel like you don't have any respect for each other anymore, or you just feel like everything is out of balance. And that situation is going to move into the past pretty quickly. If you haven't moved out of there yet, it looks like you are. You're on your way out. You're moving out. Something's going to come up. I think you said you left, right? Either way, you're not going to have to deal with him much anymore. But then at some point out of the blue, he'll reach out to you. And at that point, you're already done with him, but you'll have your chance to laugh in his face, which for whatever that's worth, it'll be something. I don't know why I take such pleasure in this, but years and years and years ago, and I wasn't friends with this girl. Like, I was friends with her because she was my friend's sister's friend, was one of those. But she was off and on with this guy for years. Years. Happened to be that guy and my mom was dating that guy's brother. How crazy is that? Anyway, so this guy, he was such a dickbag. He had another girlfriend who was like a really nice girl, and of course he was cheating on her left and right, so on and so forth. Anyhow, and like he lied about like just disgusting things. Anyhow, so my friend's friend and him were off and on. Him and the girlfriend were off and on, and finally the whole situation came to an end, and the nice girl married somebody else and her life moved on. Now, the dickbag, he gets marries some woman who I think had a child with somebody else previously, and he adopted the child, if I remember the story correctly. Anyhow, they were married for a couple of years, and he comes home and he finds her cheating on him. So now, where do you think he ends up? Back at my friend's house, and he shows up crying. So my friend calls me and she says, oh, I got to tell you this story. She's like, he showed up and he was crying. And I was like, why do I take such pleasure in that? But I do, because for years he tortured these girls, like for years. I mean, not that either one of them was innocent, because I think at points they both knew about each other and they both still continue to see him. But that was their choice, whatever. But he really was like an ass. He was such an asshole, a big asshole. Anyway, but you're gonna get the last laugh, which is gonna make me very happy. Rocky, should I ask Roberto to hang out tomorrow? Should I ask Roberto to hang out tomorrow? I wouldn't tomorrow. The energy doesn't come up strong. Two of Cups is in reverse, and so is the Knight of Cups. And I'm not getting any aces. I wouldn't do it for tomorrow. I don't think you're going to get what you want. Rocky, how does my friends feel about me now that I let them go? All right, how do my friends feel now that I cut them out? They may feel like there's a little sharp energy. They're not so thrilled. But they may think that at the end of the day, it's for the best. They may think that things are going to change for the better for them, or that they'll get through it. They're okay. There's sharp energy around it, but they're digesting it and they're okay, and they're going to move forward. I would leave things the way they are. You have got good karma coming in around you, and your life is moving forward. I wouldn't go backwards, especially if there's sharp energy there. You don't need the negativity. Liz, was A the one who called the city on us? Was A the one who called the city on us? No, I don't think so. No. Jay, how's Amy feel about me today? She feels that you are attractive, adventurous, kind, caring, intriguing, unique. And her interest is piqued today. Her interest is always piqued, but for some reason today she's more curious. Sarah, love reading on who you see coming in. Okay, let's see who's coming in. I would be prepared for a Sagittarius to come in, who's very fun-loving, adventurous, happy. Cause for celebration comes in around a Sagittarius. There's also a Capricorn here. Capricorn comes off a little bit more grounded and stable, but equally fun, exciting, somebody that you would connect with. Sagittarius and Capricorn come up very strong. And they may come in out of the blue when you least expect it. And see, yes or no. No, that's fine. Okay, yes or no? Is the answer yes? The answer is yes. Oh, so will my uncle be able to help me with the majority of my rent balance before Saturday? I think he's going to try to, yeah. I think his intentions are to help you out as much as possible. I think I'm at Miriam Q for love. Miriam Q for love. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. Success comes in around water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Starting a new journey, no longer feeling burdened by the weight of the world. You've got a Cancer and a Libra coming in as well. It also looks like you have some good luck coming in. Life changes for the better for you quickly, possibly even overnight when you listen to your intuition. Jay, love update. Disappointment moves into the past when a wish comes true. You may have a new love connection on the horizon. Could be a Pisces or it could be a Taurus. Out of the clear blue sky, feeling like you made it to the top of the mountain. Options enter that with long-term possibility. There's an Aries here. There's a Leo here. There's success that comes in when you're no longer holding yourself back. You might have some new energy coming in. Lamore. Will I love the hairstyle that Taryn will be doing on me? Will I love the hairstyle that Taryn will be doing on me? I think you are going to love it. YouTube. Question below with the yellow hearts. I don't see it yet. Let me do NC so I don't lose my spot. Love reading for March. Be careful in the month of March that you don't find yourself in a third-party situation. Third-party situation would bring you a heartbreak and disappointment. If you are not with anyone right now, you have an earth sign that shows up, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and the Fool starting a new journey. Just make sure this person's single. If they're single, there's long-term potential around it. Your persistence around love pays off. Committed relationship may show up sometime towards the end of the month. Could be with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Could be with a Sagittarius because you have one here, but you may have to walk away from something that's not working for you in order to make it move forward. Like things with the Sagittarius will be stuck if you're hooked up on something that is not working for you. Life changes for the better quickly, stepping into your own strength. Before the end of the month, a Leo could show up. So you might have some choices before the end of the month. Lovely green. Capricorn's actions towards me. Capricorn's actions. He may be looking for a committed relationship. That could come up on the horizon. Capricorn with a committed relationship and your wish comes true. So let's give it a little bit of time and see if things work themselves out. What happened to the other YouTube user? I don't see it. Jay, what's coming towards me in March? First thing that comes in around you, new job opportunity. Your persistence pays off, and then next you could have some romance. Three of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles, earning more respect, being better compensated at a relationship, a business relationship that lasts long term. Your hard work you've put into your career comes back to you. When an offer is made that would be hard to turn down, no longer waiting for your ship to come in. CJ, will I be moving in the near future? I don't think you're moving that soon. Let's see. You're moving, but how soon? Could be the spring. I don't know. The tarot cards don't indicate that you're moving that soon, so I'm wondering if it's going to be next spring, the following spring. There's a move coming. I don't know. I don't think it's happening that soon. I would say closer to the end of the year and not like within the next couple of months. All right, what happened to YouTube user? All right, I'm going to go back up to the top. Cinnamon, I had a dream of the numbers 111, 11, 11. What does that mean? I believe the ones mean listen to your intuition. Intuition is strong, listen to it, and also you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Although I always thought the twos meant that, but it doesn't make a difference. You may have both. Intuition is heightened and the ability to manifest new opportunities. And Ukriti, general near future. Disappointment moves into the past. If you feel like nothing has been moving forward, or you've feel like you're stuck, life is going to move forward when you let go of things that are no longer working for you. Moving past all of that, you got some good karma coming in, especially around work, school, whatever it is you do all day. Stepping into your own strength brings in financial stability and brings in new opportunities around business and career. Feeling successful around career growth and change comes to your job, school, career, whatever it is that you do all day. You also may be putting some effort into a creative project that seems to pay off, and life is changing for the better quickly. I did tee you that for love, right? I think I did. Mihak General. Maybe a Capricorn around that's of significance. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. Could be spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. That could be a soulmate connection that brings in lots of happiness. It also looks like life is moving forward, slow and steady wins the race. But you're stepping into your own personal strength. You may be working on a side business or cultivating some kind of a new business that would be like your own thing. It would serve you well for a lot of reasons. First of all, it would make you feel like you had like a creative outlet or a way to make money, but it would also like explore a creative side, and it would be also bringing in money. Sonia, will me and YSC, the Cancer's relationship, be legit as long-term love couple? Like just frustration or... Oh, I see. Okay. Is it going to be... Well, you know, no relationship is free of frustrations. You know, it's like, that's part of it. Like, nothing is perfect. But will it be a long-term stable relationship? Yeah, it should be a long-term stable relationship. It's not going to be perfect. Nothing is perfect. But you can't take what somebody else did to you and put it on the new person. It's not his fault that the other person did what he did. So they're two different people and they're two different situations. Nothing's perfect, but he's not responsible. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times what happens is, you know, somebody was, I don't know, cheated on in their last relationship. So now they're constantly looking for the new person to cheat. And when you focus on that kind of shit, you cultivate it. Like if you go looking for something or you put the idea in someone's head, it's very easy to make that happen. And cheating, like first of all, in this day and age, like it's all over the place. But aside from that, it's like, it's very easy to manifest something that we fear. So I would try not to focus on negative. If you like this person, be open to it and don't hang him for things that he hasn't done yet. You know what I mean? Because otherwise, that's what you're going to cultivate. You're going to cultivate the same relationship that you had previously because that's where your head is. TD, how will the recovery be if I get the procedure done? It'll be okay. It'll be okay. You have a wish around the situation, but it's not you wouldn't recover overnight. It would take time. This is like slow. Nothing changes fast. It would take time for the recovery, but it would be okay. You get through it. It would be okay. I don't know how evasive it is, but it looks like there is a substantial amount of recovery, but it doesn't look complicated. Talia, general. Virgo may come in that could be of significance. A Virgo and a Cancer are around you that may be of significance. It looks like the Hangman's in reverse, so you're no longer feeling stuck, but you may be feeling like life is moving forward, especially with money. Money seems to be flowing to you nicely. No longer feeling burdened by money, but you may feel like you have a couple of choices or new opportunities around money. Walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you is a good decision because then you have new energy that comes in. You have a Pisces here. You have your intuition is heightened, and you may be putting a lot of energy and focus on a side business, which pays off well. Maybe paying off a bill of debt or a loan, or putting money aside for something. Looks like anxiety and negativity and pessimism are all starting to move into the past. TVET general for next weekend. growth and transformation come to you. The Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. Success comes in around the hard work that you've put into business or a money thing, because money looks good. It also looks like your intuition is spot on next week. Spending time with a fire sign is possible. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. It also looks like you have an air sign that could be around too. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Looks like next week you may be presented with an offer that would be hard to turn down, and life moves forward pretty quickly. Negativity and pessimism is moving into the past, and you may be optimistic about the future next weekend. So, you know, the frustration with D was horrible, and it's kind of traumatized me. Yeah, but that's the whole thing. You're punishing new people for something that somebody else did. Like, if he traumatized you, that doesn't mean the next guy is going to traumatize you. And there is frustration around every relationship. Like, nobody comes in and has a perfect relationship. Usually in the beginning, it's as close to perfect as it's ever going to be. But 3 months later, 6 months later, all of a sudden the person is like, you know, now you're starting to see their true colors. That they don't, you know, always do what they say they're going to do, or whatever the situation may be. But you still got to give somebody a chance. Otherwise, your life is going to stay exactly where it is. And, you know, like, you know, if you're frustrated with the previous partner, it doesn't mean that your next partner is going to frustrate you. But there's always frustrations, because then it's like, then the next thing is like, are we moving in together? Are we moving in together? Are we going to get married? Are we going to get married? Does his family like me? There's always something. But just because there's always something doesn't mean that you shouldn't experience it. Doesn't mean that you shouldn't get involved in it because somebody else did something that was shitty. I mean, people do shitty things all the time. And the truth is like, people could be married for 20 years or 30 years and end up getting divorced. It's still a significant part of their life, and they still had a significant connection and a significant role in each other's life, that I wouldn't think that you would want to erase it. You know what I mean? Just because it didn't end the way you wanted it to end. Most things don't end the way we want them to end. But we learn something and we move forward. A lot of times, you know, like, it's true. Thank God for unanswered prayers, because if I would have married the guy that I was in love with in high school, forget it. forget it. But at the time, I thought, oh, this is the guy I really want to be with. Yeah, what the fuck do I know at 18? But the point being is that, you know, so if that prayer wasn't answered, or that wish didn't come true, it was for my greater good. But there are some people that married their high school sweethearts, and that doesn't turn out to be a fairy tale either. So, you know, it's all about the experience. Oh, YouTuber posted. Oh, there we go. Will N be able to find me on Reddit? I've blocked him, but my search shows up in Google. Okay, let's see. Will he be able to find me on Reddit? Fucking Google. I think that if he tries hard enough, he'll be able to find you. The thing is that what I don't know about is, being that you blocked him, right? If he searches you on Google, will that link show up? Because he's blocked from it. So you had a 70% chance, yes, he's still going to be able to find you. But if he goes to it, he's not going to be able to find it. And he'll probably think that you just removed it, or you removed the thing. It shows up for you, but is it going to show up if he does it? You know what I mean? Because if he's blocked from it, like, if somebody, I don't know, if there's a way, he'll find it. If there's a will, there's a way. All he needs to do is use somebody else's sign on, and he'll find it. I mean, it's not that hard. But yeah, he's gonna find it. That 70% chance, yes. And he doesn't have to try so hard. Google ruins my entire life. Yeah, because, like, I had a friend that we're actually not even friends anymore because of this, or because of different layers that surround this. She wanted to use my Facebook sign-on. Now, she didn't tell me why, but you don't have to be a rocket scientist to know that obviously she wanted to spy on somebody who blocked her. So there you go, like, right there. It's like, if you want to see something, all you need to do is use somebody else's. The thing is, to me, especially for somebody like me, because I don't block people willy-nilly, and I accept everyone because I don't really care. I don't put anything personal up anyway. So if I block you, like, to me, it's like it fucking means something. You know what I mean? Um, and if you're like that too, then like that's really where the sword is that you cut him out. But yeah, he can find you if he tries hard enough. Jay, how will the Capricorn feel when she sees me soon? She's going to feel good. She's going to feel that you're attractive, you're happy, you're kind, you're interesting, smart. She's going to like talking to you, or she's going to be very chatty. Things could move forward. She looks at you as like a love option. Marriage is overrated. Well, you know what I think it is, and this is just my theory. I think that people, right, our brains are like computers, right? So one thing equals another. That's what the brain is constantly trying to do, which is not our intuition, it's our brain. So people have this idea that, you know, I get married, I'm loved. I get married, I'm lucky. I get Valentine's Day flowers, I'm loved. Look at how lucky I am. But one thing doesn't equal the other because we're not dealing with logic, we're dealing with emotions, which are never logical. So I think that that's where the issue is that most of the time we see it as, oh, look how lucky this person is. They had a big wedding and there was a white dress and there were flowers and everybody wishes they were her. But nobody really realizes that, like, she's marrying a shitbag. You know what I mean? Or vice versa. And it's like everyone gets caught up in the idea of the wedding or the idea of being married, but nobody really gets caught up in the actual relationship, which went south 3 years ago, but we're still going through with this because everybody thinks that I'm a princess, kind of a thing. You know what I mean? And then what happens is everyone gets stuck and trapped and they feel like, ah, fuck it, there's not, what else am I going to do now? I might as well just be here. And that's terrible, but I hear that from so many people. And then you have the other side of it. Now somebody cheats, and then the woman always gets the bad end, or the home wrecking whore. Meanwhile, it's like that relationship was never good. So the home wrecking whore, it just happened to be the person that showed up, who he didn't have to take the garbage out for, and he didn't have to give money to, and she was just there when he wanted to see her, and they were together at the moment because they wanted to be. So everything is kind of skewed by the logic in our brains when we can't go by that because it's the emotions that we really follow our emotions for the most part eventually. So I think marriage could be a nice thing. I just think it has to be for the right reasons with the right people under the right circumstances, and I think most of the time it's not. Anyhow, I had a friend of mine and he used to say to me all the time, Danny, whatever you do, please just don't get married. I'm telling you that. Lamore, why did I have a dream that me and my old best friend Miracle were hanging out and chilling? Okay, there's a couple of things there. It could be that you sincerely miss her, or it's been a long time and you're feeling nostalgic for the past. That happens. But if there was a reason why you and her don't talk anymore, like there was a hurt, a wound, some kind of regret, then get underneath all of that and look at what she's representing in your life, because that wound is being healed and you're pushing it out of your subconscious. And that is a very, very good thing. That's like pushing the old wound out so that it's no longer in your subconscious, so you're not going to cultivate those situations anymore. Now, if this is just someone who moved away, you haven't seen them in a long time, you're feeling nostalgic, that could also be that at some point the two of you are going to cross paths in the near future. There's a number of different ways dreams can play out. Usually it has to do with something in the subconscious that we're not dealing with on a conscious level, and when you start to dream about it, you start to deal with it, you start to kind of get over it and push it out, which is a good thing. In this situation, I think no matter what the reason is, it's positive. Either you're going to run into her and reconnect, you may be missing her, feeling nostalgic, Or the best would be you're healing an old wound. That would be the best, in my opinion. Anyhow, I just want to check. I want to see if the Six of Cups comes up. See if you guys are going to reconnect. I don't see reconnection coming in. But I do see here, like, anxiety and weight is being lifted from you. So maybe you are healing some kind of a wound. Negativity and pessimism is moving into the past. And it looks like you have a brighter outlook on the future. Talia, a financial reading for March. I hear Dylan snoring in the, in the distance. Financial reading. Got good karma coming in around finances. In the month of March, you've got here the Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children. Three of Pentacles, stable business relationships that produce money over long term. Strength. Strength comes to your finances, and you also may have some choices. No longer feeling so burdened by money. Money may be flowing better in March. I feel like March, like February sucks because it's only 28 days, but March you have extra days. I know, like, financial people disagree with me. Like, my brother will always say, you know, it's what you make per week, but I disagree because I feel like the month of February is 28 days. If you work every day, you're being paid less in the month of February, but you still have the same bills. But the month of March, you've got extra days, so you have like 3 more days where you could bring in money. 3 or 4, right? 29, 30, 03. Yeah, you got 3 more days. I think you're going to do much better in March. February sucks. And like, why is it like that? Like, who decided that February would have 28 days? Like, why can't it have 30 days and, you know, we take 2 days away from other months? I don't know. I don't know why that is. I don't know who made that up. Beautiful one, general for next weekend. Next weekend looks good. It's like you've got some success coming in around financial endeavor or business endeavor. The hard work you've put into it pays off. Taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Disappointment seems to move into the past, and you may be spending time with an Aries. It also looks like you could be starting a new journey next weekend. 8 of Pentacles. You may be going back to school, learning a new area of study, or doing something where you're putting a lot of hours into something that pays off. MM. How will S think and feel about me when we go on a date? He's going to think that you're successful, hardworking, stable, sincere, attractive, kind, compassionate, and unique. Lamore, I ended the friendship because she wasn't being a good friend in my eyes, and it was hard to end it. It was about 9 months ago. Okay, so it's relatively fresh. So you could be like purging out that old crap. 9 months. Yeah, it's probably the old wounds that she caused are probably healing, and it's leaving. Ruben, I'm having another huge transformation. What is it all about? Well, there's a lot of indecision around it, but that's not bad. It's like you're putting in a lot of hard work into yourself, and you're growing, changing, and transforming as a person. With it, you have new opportunities that come in, and your perseverance pays off. Out of the clear blue sky, a wish comes true. Got a Sagittarius here and a Gemini that may be of significance, and you're no longer holding yourself back. You're maturing and growing quickly all of a sudden. You're going through this pretty quickly, and you're going to come out the other side a much stronger and courageous person that goes after what they want and does not hold back. Now, if you already feel like you were like that, you're going to the next level with it. You're earning a lot of respect from your peers, and life is moving forward. Very interesting. I mean, we're always growing and changing, but this is like a big one for you, and it's good. It's healthy. When I look back on my life, like sometimes I'm like, I can't believe I was ever that person, because I feel so different now. And my opinion on things has changed so much over the course of the years. So sometimes like you look back and you're like, God, I can't even believe that was me, or that I believed that, because now I believe this, and it makes so much more sense. And it also kind of is a little bit more realistic about the future, and feeling like things like knowing what I can control and what I can't control, and just dealing with that. Like, this is out of my control. Like, the weather is out of my control. If it snows, it snows. I can't do anything about it. But I can control, how I react to certain situations, where when I was younger, I used to I used to lose my shit pretty easy, but I wouldn't take it out on other people. I would take it out on myself. Like, I would be upset. I mean, I still get upset, but not like I used to. And I think you're going through a huge thing like that, like where you're really changing as a person and growing and maturing. And things that used to resonate with you may not when you come out on the other side of this. I think Kiki right now is going through something similar. Loso, does my friend Kira have a deeper issue with me than I know? She's been hostile with me lately and blew up at me out of nowhere over miscommunication. Okay, does Kira have a deeper issue with me than I know? I don't think it has to do with you at all. I think it has to do with somebody else. Emperor in reverse. She may be dealing with somebody in her personal life that's very narcissistic and trying to control her. She feels stuck. She feels angry. And I don't think it has to do with you. I think it has that you happen to be there, so she blew up at you, or this was an easy reason to fly off the handle. But I think that anger is there because it's the way somebody else is treating her, or the relationship or situation she's in, that doesn't have anything to do with you. Jay, when and if I go one day a week at my current job, should I do the first shift or continue with the third shift? Okay, should I do the first shift? I would continue with the third shift. Fia, what's going through Linford's mind about me since we reconciled Thursday? He feels like he's taking it day by day. He still feels a little unsure or a little uncertain, and he's still he's got a little bit of the weight of the world on his shoulders, and he's still has a little disappointment around this situation. So he's not diving in head first. I don't know what happened in the past, but he still may feel like he was treated unjustly, and he's taking it day by day because he's unsure of this. I don't know how many times you've broken up and gotten back together, but he's kind of afraid that's going to happen again. Malika, general. You've got success coming in around a business or career endeavor. You got the Six of Cups, which would be somebody from your past returns, feeling prepared and excited for the future around business or career. An Aries and a Capricorn come in, also a Pisces. Intuition is spot on, so definitely listen to it. There could be an offer or a solution to a problem right in front of you and you're just not seeing it. Stepping into your own strength brings balance back to your life. Masso, what's coming towards my family in the next 3 months? Do you see problems with my brother? Okay. Will there be problems on the horizon with my brother in the next couple of months? The next couple of months look like they're okay. It looks like problems have moved into the past. Anxiety seems to be lessening, and things seem to be moving forward nicely. Your family looks okay. I mean, look, families argue. It's not going to be 100% perfect, but it's much better than it has been in a while. Hannah, what's the Libra been? Why hasn't the Libra been showing up at work? Could it be possible that they took some time off? Or they're just have a few days off, or they put in for vacation time? It doesn't look like they quit. It doesn't look like they're sick. It doesn't look like it looks like rest, relaxation, self-care. I guess that could be. They could be recovering from some sort of an illness. But it looks like they're coming back. The Six of Cups is here. They return and they're prepared for it. I would say that with the Four of Swords, that they're taking time off for themselves for self-care. Now, it could be because they're not feeling well, but I'm not seeing a sickness. I don't think that they're sick. They could have used that as an excuse, you know, hey, I'm not really feeling good, or maybe I was, you know, around somebody with coronavirus and I have to quarantine or some kind of crap, but I think that physically they're okay and they will return. Addie, current energy with me and why? Where is this relationship going? All right, I don't know where you are in the relationship, but wherever it is right now, this is where it's staying. Nothing is moving forward right now. It looks like the energy is kind of stuck and stagnant. Six of Pentacles is in reverse and the Ace of Cups is in reverse, which can kind of indicate that either the love has run out and one person is doing a lot more work than the other, or somebody may be feeling disrespected or like they're not getting enough out of the situation, being unprepared or feeling unprepared or not ready for things to move forward. The relationship just may be going through like a little lull. It's not the end of the world. I don't see a breakup here. You may just have to give it a little bit of time to get over this hump. I would just kind of roll with it for a couple of weeks and see if you come out the other side. Ruben, what is with my brother that makes him feel that I need to stay away from him? Oh, good night, Jay. I'll see ya. Okay, what is it about my brother that makes me feel like I need to stay away from him? Okay, he's got the devil here. That's why. So there is something, now this could be that he's negative, he's pessimistic, his energy is negative. It also could be that he has some sort of an earthly pleasure that is interfering, like he drinks too much, he smokes pot too much, something like that. Or there is some kind of negativity around him. That's why energetically you don't want to be near him. You move away from him. He's not going to always have this. He's not going to have it because he's starting a new journey on the horizon. And you and him, actually, you may find that you have a little bit more respect for him in the near future. Cause for celebration comes in. Whatever that devil is, it's not going to last forever. I mean, it could be he's going through a moment, you know, where he's either feeling very negative or he's feeling very hostile. He could be drinking too much, which isn't, you know, people go through that. I went through it. But the thing is, like, they call they call alcohol spirits for a reason. So there could be negative entities around him right now. If he's drinking too much, whatever it is, it's going to pass. You won't always feel like this. But listen to your intuition and just kind of keep your distance for now if you feel like you need to. Sister, what's S's energy for the birthday weekend? Well, he's like feels unbalanced. He's got feeling unbalanced and unrespected or sad. I don't know. Sad and regretful. His energy is not great. Feels like timing is bad, feels regretful, feels unbalanced, feels disrespected. It's not going to be a great birthday for him. April. Oh, thank you. I like this one too. I got my eyes though on another one. I got to keep changing it because it's fun. Although I do love this shade of blue. I just like that color. Let's see, who haven't I gotten to yet? Oh, there's a bunch of people here I haven't gotten to. Spiritual awakening. How is the Sag feeling after the last conversation we had? The last conversation has eased their anxiety a bit. They're feeling hopeful. They're feeling stable, but Hermit is in reverse, so they may be a little silent for a while. You may not hear from them for a couple of days. Whatever it is that you said to them, they think that you're right with the Hermit in reverse, but they probably won't admit to it. Their energy seems to lighten as the days go on, and communication should pick up sometime in the middle of the week. Maria, will AG and me still be in a relationship in the future? Okay, I'm not going to say it's going to last forever because I don't see that, but it looks like this is a long-term relationship that I don't see a breakup coming anytime soon. You got the Two of Cups, you got the Knight of Cups. Things look like they're good, but it could have its share of problems as time goes on. A little bit down the road, the relationship could weaken, and there may be some decision that you have to make because the Two of Swords is here, and there may be a hurt around, but that's not happening right now. So I would enjoy it for right now. MJ, what are Zebby's energies towards me? 1 week, no communication. That's the energy is like negative. It's kind of uprooted and ungrounded and a little bit out of balance. Yeah, Magician is in reverse. I would pull your energy way back from this person because it doesn't look like you're getting what you want from this situation. Vicky, next general for next week. Okay, next week looks like it's a pretty good week. You have a lot of opportunity with new beginnings, especially around making money or bringing in money. Looks like you feel like you've made it to the top of the mountain. You can breathe a sigh of relief and you feel prepared for life to move forward. Listen to your intuition. You have a Capricorn coming in that may be of significance. Amira, how will I do in my new job in March? New job goes well. The beginning may be a little bit rough, or you may be a little bit anxious about things, but it seems like you pick it up pretty quickly. There's good karma around it, divine timing around it, and things move forward. KM, will I get a private scholarship or financial aid at the beauty school that I'm applying to? You should get something. Yeah, you get something. There's like significant amount of help that comes in from somewhere. So I wouldn't worry about it. I would go for it. Nessa, can you tell me negative things about Jose? He starts things and he doesn't finish them. He also has a knack for betraying people close to him. He can be very impatient. 3 of Cups in reverse. He may not always be loyal and sincere. He may sometimes cheat. Could find himself in third-party situations. It also looks like sometimes he can be lazy, a little bit indecisive. He could lack passion and ambition, and sometimes he gets a little bit out of balance. Apurva, energy between me and Yogesh. Energy is good. You've got the Queen of Cups, which is loving, kind, sincere, compassionate, and then the Ten of Pentacles, which would be abundant. Martha X, will me and the Leo reunite in the future? Doesn't come up strong. No, I don't think so. There's indecision and there's a tower moment around it. I don't think there's a reconciliation in the near future. Alina, what is next in my connection with the Cancer? Wherever you are right now, that's where it's staying. Slow and steady wins the race. You might be feeling a little bit like you put in a whole lot of hard work and that you didn't get a payoff. You could also feel like nothing is changing or spending a lot of time thinking about it. The Magicians is in reverse. Wherever the situation is right now, this is where it's going to stay. If you're not happy here, then you may want to keep your options open. Yeah, like the reason why I say that is because I don't know what the connection is. Like you may be dating and you could date for the next 2 years, and that's not a bad thing if things are staying the way they are. But if it's the kind of situation where you talk sporadically, or you hang out once, he disappears for 2 weeks, like that kind of situation can continue as well. So it really depends on what's going on in the situation right now for you and what you want. Soleil general for next week. General for next week. Stepping into your own strength. Not bad. Brings in happiness. That also could be a Leo enters. Your persistence pays off around a work or business endeavor. You have success around work and career, maybe thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. Intuition is heightened, and you're feeling like balance has returned back to your life. Love you, sunshine. How does Satyajit feel about me? Will he ask me out? He's not ready to ask you out just yet. He's interested. He thinks that you're kind. He thinks that you're grounded and stable, sincere and attractive. But I don't see him asking you out anytime soon. Not yet. Sutrak. Can I have a general love reading? Might be feeling a little undecided when it comes to love. You have a Pisces coming in that's going to be showing you a lot of respect or putting a whole lot into the relationship if you're not with anyone right now. You also have an Aquarius. The Hangman's in reverse, which means your love life is moving forward. And Six of Cups, somebody from your past returns. Now, if you're already in a relationship, listen to your intuition. You have a wish around the situation. And someone from your past returns, but it doesn't always have to be a romantic thing. Now, the person from your past could be a Pisces or an Aquarius, or it could be a Pisces cusp Aquarius person, like somebody whose birthday is around this time right now, maybe returning from your past, or they could be 3 different people. Keep that in mind. And the Six of Cups with that person returning doesn't have to be an old love or an old flame. It could be anybody from your past. It does look like your love life is moving forward. It looks like a wish comes true around love, and negativity seems to move into the past. You're prepared for things to move forward, and they're going to move forward. From now into the spring, you should see a big difference. Zayaya, I'm probably not saying that right. What message does my person have for me? His name is Kevin. That he's got choices to make and he's feeling undecided. It also looks like he may be feeling very stuck. He also could be feeling argumentative, and he's walking away from things that no longer serve him. He may be going through a little bit of a transitional period right now, and if he's not telling you about it, it just may be that he's not comfortable with talking about stuff like that, or he may not even realize what's going on. His perseverance is going to pay off, and his life is going to move forward. So whatever it is that he's going through right now will be better for him in the long run. Ivory 44, you could send a question. April, general for next week. Got nice stuff happening around business and work and finances, paying off a bill of debt or a loan, or putting money aside for something. Love, money, abundance, fertility comes in. Be careful if you don't want children. You're no longer holding yourself back. Cutting through any bullshit. Anyone's trying to bullshit you, you're not going to have it. There could be a solution to a problem right in front of you, especially if it has to do with money or finances or financing something. And the solution's right in front of you. You're not seeing it yet, but you will before the end of the week. The Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities, and you've got money coming in. 9 of Pentacles. No longer waiting for your ship to come in. You may be putting a lot of time and effort into a side business. If you do, it pays off. YouTuber. And feels for me with no contact. I've disappeared and I'm curious. Okay, even though you've disappeared, they still kind of feel like you're in their energy, and they're sort of expecting that they're going to hear from you at some point. Um, they may feel a little bit stuck right now, but they don't feel like this is the end of things. They feel like, I don't know that they feel like you're playing games, but they feel like you're trying to punish them for something. And the Fool is in reverse, which means something around the situation will be revealed before things can move forward. They may have a little bit of mild anxiety, but they feel like at some point you're going to reach out to them or communication will resume. Hierophant. What Spirit wants me to know about Indy currently? Well, she's got nice stuff happening around money with her. She's got money coming in, paying off bills, debts, loans. I mean, maybe Spirit wants you to know that because she's like self-sufficient. So whatever, like, she comes with stuff too. You know, it's not like she would be looking for you to like pay all of her bills. I don't know. That message comes through. It also looks like you may have to give her a little bit of time before this relationship moves forward. She may have been like hurt pretty bad in the past. Between that and somebody betrayed her, and she still kind of has sharp energy over that. Not about the person that did it, but about the situation that happened. You guys have good luck coming in, and you have the love cup full. You just may have to kind of give it a minute for everything to kind of work itself through. She could present you with an offer that would be hard to turn down, and she's got a whole lot of respect for you. She thinks that you're kind, caring, sincere, compassionate, and there is cause for celebration. Sometimes she gets afraid. I mean, who doesn't? I think we all have that. Leah, General. Got money coming in. 9 of Pentacles. You got choices too. Choices come in, money comes in, your intuition is heightened, so definitely listen to it. Nice things happening around finances, no longer feeling stuck. You could be starting your own business or putting a lot of energy into a side business. If you do, it pays off. 8 of Pentacles, you may be going back to school, learning a new area of study. If you decide to do it, you'll feel very ambitious about it, and it will pay off. Ruben, what is it about leaving Sedona and moving out of my apartment? The messages have been coming in strong. That you should move. The messages are coming in strong that you should move. You know, it's tough because it's like, that's a great place to be, but I think you just absorb everybody else's shit while you're there. And I think that may be why you need to leave. Because it's like people go there to heal, but they leave their shit there and you pick it up. You're very sensitive to that energy and it kind of weakens you. So that could be why you might need to protect yourself and get the hell out. It's interesting because it's such an amazing place there. But it just might be too much. You might need to go somewhere a little bit less in the middle of a vortex. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't go somewhere like Vegas. I would try to find a happy medium somewhere. But it just, or you just may need a serious break from it, you know? I don't know if you have the ability to spend like a month in Vegas. Balance out some of that energy. I used to do soul journeys in Cottonwood. Oh, I fucking love it there. I love it there. Anyway, the guy's name was Clay Miller. I think he still does them. And he lived in Cottonwood. And we stayed in Oak Creek, which was like right by Sedona. I'm sure you probably know where I'm talking. We stayed at the Cocopelli Motel. It's like we went several times, me and my one friend. So one time we were out there for like 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks, and the guys at the Cocopelli Inn knew us because we stayed there every year. So we left our stuff there and we went to Vegas for 2 days and then we came back. Going to Vegas after being in Sedona was like, or even like, it was like, it was crazy. Yeah, Clay wasn't real happy with us doing that, but he was like, you got to protect your energy. It's like, there's a lot going on over there. Anyway, I would love to go back out there and see him again. uh, Creek Torca. Would I pay off my debts? Overview on the situation. Okay. Will I be paying off my debts? Yes, you will. The sun is coming out over your financial life. You're going to pay off your debts. It looks like you may hold yourself back right now. So you may be like cutting back on any extras, putting extra money towards debts, paying off bills and debts before the end of the year. Now, you may not pay everything off by the end of the year, but you make a significant dent in most things by the end of the year, and you're starting to feel a little bit of light energy towards the end of the year. I don't know what kind of debts you have, but if it's credit card debt, what you could do, which I didn't know you could do this, but somebody said to me that you could actually call the credit card company and discuss a payoff with them. And your payments may be high, but you'll pay it off. You know what I mean? Rather than the accruing the interest. I did that with one of mine. Like, I have to pay it from now until June, it'll be paid off. And the payments are really high, but they negotiated the balance of it. So I'm paying it off at like, I don't know, like $1,500 less than I would be paying it off at. Because we have a habit of, paying the minimum, or even if you pay a little bit more than the minimum, it's really not putting a dent in it. Anyway, if that's any help, bit of fucking debt sucks. April, S's energy towards me. Good. Knight of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Romantic and lucky. Alessandra, I saw Rigo yesterday. He was drunk and I had to take him and take care of him. What's going to happen between us? I'm all over the place. Well, you see, that's the thing. If you decide that you don't want somebody in your life anymore, but then you start playing this role of taking care of him, then you're putting yourself right back in the situation. And things aren't going to improve. Like, no matter how good you treat him, no matter how wonderful you are to him, or how many times you take care of him when he's drunk, the relationship is not going to get any better. The relationship is going to be what it was. So for you, you have to make the decision that you're not going to do that. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself right back in that same situation. I mean, I've been in that situation too with my ex-boyfriend, Tom, from years ago. He called me up drunk. I had to go pick him up. I had to rescue him. I had to take care of him. It doesn't make the relationship better. It just makes you enabling his bad behavior, and he knows how to get you to do what he wants when he's drunk, because nobody wants to leave, because then he would start with, well, then I'm going to drive home. And then I don't want him to drive home. So I would get up and I would go and get him. The truth was, I wasn't responsible for it, and you're not responsible for him either. So what's going to happen if you don't put your foot down is you're going to find yourself right back in that same situation. But it's the same situation. It's not a better situation. It's not like you're not going to go and pick him up drunk somewhere and then all of a sudden he's going to be, the relationship is magically healed. And I don't know if somewhere in my brain at that point I thought that I was the one there for him. He was the one that needed me. I mean, who the hell knows what I was thinking at that time. But I made it my problem, and the only thing that happened to me was that I wound up getting up in the middle of the night a lot to go pick up a drunk. So keep that in mind. The relationship with him can go right back to the way it was, but it's not improving. The relationship isn't, the relationship is staying exactly where it is. Like, it's, nothing here is really changing. There's sharp energy around it. There's feeling unprepared. There's, yeah, I would be careful with it because you can find yourself right back in the same situation. I don't know what the situation was that you wound up seeing him, but in order to get past somebody, you got to cut all ties and stay away from the person. Otherwise, it's just too easy to go right back into it. And then what happens is that you block everybody else from coming in because your focus is on him. And then this, you know, you could turn around a year from now and be in the same situation. So it's really up to you. It's your decision. See, I didn't know how to do that. I didn't know how to say, I still have a hard time saying no. But that's the cards indicate nothing between you and him changes. If you get back into this relationship with him, you're going to go right back into the same relationship that it was. Leo, can you see me become a famous author? Can I become a famous author? Yes, you do have opportunity here. You have about a 70% chance, and you have plenty of choices around you when it comes to writing. I would keep doing what you're doing. Yeah. So our general reading for March. You may have new business opportunities or job opportunities in the month of March. Looks like your intuition is heightened, but choices come in around money or the way you make money or opportunities to make money. Life changes for the better in the month of March. Water sign is around Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and you're no longer holding yourself back. It looks like a Sagittarius enters and you got some good luck coming in. Life starts to feel a little bit more balanced. The world is at your feet, and you could be taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care in the month of March. Going to Vegas, yeah. But the friend that I went with, she used to get really fucking annoyed with like the being on a spiritual path because she felt like she was always alone and isolated. And the thing was, like, Clay lived in a little house like in Cottonwood off of a dirt road, off of another dirt road. And he had like, I think he had 3 big dogs. And he lived by himself. I mean, he seemed perfectly happy. But my friend used to be like, I don't want to end up living in the woods with dogs. Like, I don't want to be alone for the rest of my life. And she used to say, I want to experience earthly pleasures while I'm here on earth. So we're going to Vegas. What did we experience? We experienced charging up our credit cards. That's what we experienced. I'm still paying off the clothes I bought in Vegas that I can't even fit into now. But, so I mean, I understood what she was saying but that's a choice that he made. At one point when he was young, he used to live in New York City. He was a bartender. So he had that too at one point. This is where he is now. So it's kind of, you know, that's his journey. But she used to be like, no, we got to go to Vegas. So we're in Vegas one time. And she's on this machine. It was like the Wild Cherries or something. And she was, I mean, I don't know. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, we got to go, man. I got to go to sleep. And she's like, no, this machine, it's lucky. I don't know. She poured like $2,000 into that machine. I'm like, you haven't won yet. What the fuck makes you think that machine is lucky? I can't even imagine doing that these days. Myogram, what's happening between me and Julie in the next 4 weeks? Love cup is full. But I would say be prepared for things to move forward a little bit. You have a nice connection with her. It looks like you have a wish around this situation. Commitment could be on the horizon. I don't know that it happens in the next 4 weeks, but you do have a wish around the situation. And your relationship with her can build slow and steady over time. She's going to value you, not just in a romantic way, but like value your stability and your sincerity. I agree with that now. I agree with it now, though. Back then, I was such an asshole. Like, I just thought that I had to take care of everybody and that that would make them take care of me. No, it didn't. It didn't. The opposite happened. I wound up devaluing myself, and I just showed everybody that I was worthless over and over again, and that's how I got treated. But I've changed. I've changed. Took a long time, but I changed. What the heck is happening here? Leo sign. If Vincent is a good friend in the way that he's a good friend. All right. Okay. Is Vincent a good friend? Yeah, I think he's a good friend. He's kind, caring, he's sincere, he's nurturing. He's respectful, and he isn't the kind of person that's going to tell you what he thinks you want to hear. He'll be honest. He's got a lot of honesty. He sometimes feels stuck like he may get a little stuck. He may have a little negativity around him, but for the most part, he's a pretty positive person who's genuine. Yeah, I like him. People are selfish. Yeah, Ruben, you may need to go somewhere like somewhere in between those two extremes. Like, I don't know. Like a suburb somewhere. Lolly next week. Got the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities, and you could be starting a new journey. Your intuition is heightened next week, so definitely listen to it. Negativity, pessimism moves into the past, and you feel like you're earning respect at work, being better compensated, and money is flowing to you next week. Ignacio, general reading. Do you pronounce it Ignacio or you do it Ignacio? Like the G is the Igna. Like in lasagna. Is that an Italian name? Ignacio? General reading. Got the Empress here, love, money, abundance, fertility. It looks like you have here starting a new journey that could be bringing in with it divine timing, brings in a committed relationship. If that's what you're looking for, you may be also very feeling very intuitively driven. Intuition is spot on. No longer feeling like you're waiting for your ship to come in. Taking charge of your life, and your life moves forward. You got good luck around you. You also have communication coming in from somebody who you haven't spoken to in some time. It could be a Sagittarius, or it could be Sagittarius enters, but you're speaking to somebody else from the past. They could be two different people. You also have a Leo around. No longer holding yourself back. Anxiety moves into the past. Old wounds start to heal, and your life starts to move forward. And then, does Ibram have a love affair, or does he think that he's, or is Ibram involved in a love affair? I think he's seeing somebody, yeah. Or my thoughts transfer telepathically to M when I think intensely about him. I don't believe that, no. No, because the other person has got to be working on it too. You can't just telepathically tell people things. They don't, especially if they're not spiritually connected, they don't get it, no. No, in order to have a telepathic connection with somebody, you have to really be connected to that person. You can't just kind of wish it over to them, because they, especially if you're not like, no, it just doesn't work like that, no. Like my friend Laura and I have a very strong connection, but I can't sit here today and think of something and have her, and she's going to know what I'm thinking, no. But if her and I are in a situation where, like we used to do this all the time when we were in high school, if our parents were around, her and I could have a conversation without anybody else knowing what was going on, saying very little, because we just have that kind of connection. Her sister, who I was also very close to, we couldn't do that. Like, she had no idea what I was talking about, but Laura always knew. Laura's sun is 21 degrees of Leo, which is on my natal moon at 21 degrees of Leo. We just have that kind of connection. You have to have that kind of connection, and both people have to be open to it and working on it. So you can't just like think about something and then have somebody else miraculously pick up on it and know that you're sending them this message. No, it doesn't work like that. Most people are not open up intuitively. And maybe if somebody is opened enough, you may cross their mind, but they're not going to know what you're saying. No. Pretty Elda. I've been texting the Pisces, and he's kind of tasting the waters with me, hitting on me. Please check his true intentions, sexual or committed. Okay. Is he looking for a committed relationship? I don't see a commitment coming in right now. That doesn't mean it won't ever happen, but I don't think his intentions right now are for commitment. Stacy, what will Jack think when I tell him my age? Did you lie about it? My mom did that once. I mean, she only lied by a couple of years, but like, whatever. Age to me is no big deal. The only time that I really think it's a big deal is if the woman is past childbearing age and the man wants a child. And even then, you can adopt, you can foster, you can work around it, you can get a surrogate. There's other things that can be done. But otherwise, I don't think age is a big deal, as long as both parties are over consenting age. Yeah. Whatever, it's not going to be an issue. It's fine. You'll be fine. Julie, is he running back over there today, or is she at his place? Oh, I couldn't remember what her last name was. I'm not going to say it. But I was in a live stream yesterday with somebody who had the same name as her in the feed, and I was wondering, I don't think it's her. I don't think it was her. But I was like, oh, that's interesting because we thought that they were together last night. So if that was her, then obviously they wouldn't have been together. I'm going to send you the last name in an email just because. Because her first name I feel isn't that common. Is he running back over there today? No, I don't think he is. Is she at his place? I don't think she's at his either. I don't know. I don't think so. Not now, anyway. Leo, will I find a better medicine for my disorder? Yes, you will. Soleil general for next week. General for next week. Mel, you could close them. She's up. I hear her in there talking. Might have a nice business thing happening. You also may be thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study, starting a new journey that brings in more money. Could be very focused on a side business, and you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Disappointment seems to move into the past. You also may be taking some time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, which serves you well next week. Oh, so it is pronounced with the G. Oh, okay. I don't think it's a weird name, but I know that. Where are you, in Brazil or Argentina? Is it Argentina where there's a lot of Italians? I worked with a guy who was an Italian from Argentina, and the G before the N in Italian is pronounced like in lasagna. That's why I asked. Every time I see the G before the N, I always think that. And my Italian is very, very far from perfect, but I studied it for a while, and I was thinking recently that I should go back and brush up on it so that I can speak to Avery in it, because it would be easier for her to learn as a kid than, you know, when you're an adult. It's just everything's so much harder. But anyway, anyhow, who haven't I done yet? Arlene, should I do Forex with the academy my friend mentioned? All right, I don't know what that is, but let's see. I'm going to ask it as a yes or no question. Should I do Forex with the company that my friend mentioned? Yes. Yeah. You don't want to do that? Yeah, it looks like it would be a good opportunity. Lally, I haven't heard back about the results of my project. I submitted them, or it's going to be positive, and will it work out in time? I think it's going to be fine. Well, you're going to get the results next week. I think you're going to do fine. Maria, any cups and S's feelings towards me? Okay. Not right now, no. Perseverance is around, communication comes in, things move forward, but I don't see any love, not yet. CS, does C feel guilty about how our last conversation went? No, no guilt here. Lena, what are the thoughts and the plans of the Pisces towards our connection? Not all that much is happening here. You may be feeling unsuccessful. You may feel like this person holds themselves back. Communication could be down. I would keep your options open. You have a wish that comes in around the Sagittarius, but I don't see all that much happening with this Pisces. Mustafa, how will my academic professor B react if tonight I send her an email telling her I plan on moving my finance classes to the summer instead of completing it now since it's too much to handle? All right, let's see. I don't think she's going to want you to do that. I don't know. I think she's going to try to tuck you out of it. Let's see what she says. I mean, she'll let you do it if you insist, but I think that she may try to offer you something else. Oh yeah, you're from Argentina. Okay. I didn't see that. I didn't see that movie. Mel, I plan on expressing more to the Aquarius. Will he understand? Will he understand? He's got a lot of respect for you, but he's gonna, it's gonna take him a minute to process everything, and yeah, he will understand. He's gonna do his best to understand. He's got a lot of respect for you, and he wants to see things, he wants to see things from your side. He's gonna try his best. He cares for you very much. Yeah, he's gonna understand. It just may take him a minute to digest everything that you tell him. All right, let me see. I got two more here that I think I didn't get to. Oh, good night. All right, I'll see you later. I'll be on later if you're around. Shira, what S wants from me? He's undecided, doesn't know exactly what he wants. He would be willing to hook up. I don't know if you've had that kind of relationship, but the Ace of Wands could be someone who's interested in like sexual relationship. And things could move forward pretty fast in that respect, but I don't see a commitment coming in. If that's what you're looking for, I would kind of hold off. I would kind of hold back on that. And then Rosie I'll do, and then that'll be it for right now. Rosie, love for March. got growth and transformation coming around your love life. If you're not with anyone right now, you have a Scorpio, a Taurus, and then you have a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and enter. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, you can breathe a sigh of relief, and Aries enters. You may have choices in the month of March when it comes to your love life. If you haven't been if you're not in a committed relationship right now, you have plenty of people coming in. Anxiety moves into the past, and you could be exploring your options. Yeah. You've got plenty of opportunity in the month of March. I would say enjoy it. See what's going on. see who you connect with, because there's going to be plenty. Alrighty, guys. I'm going to take a break, and I'll be back on tonight. Probably about, well, she took a nap early, so maybe she'll go to bed early. So maybe I can get on at 9:30. We'll see. We'll see. 9:30, 10 o'clock, something like that. Thank you all. Have a nice afternoon, and I'll see you tonight. Bye-bye.